This is the Phoenix Intuitive with Phoenix Tarot for the week of the 20th of August 2018. So today I'm going to be pulling from 3 decks and I'm just going to try and find the tops for them now. Right, so we've got this one here, which is the one I used last time, the beautiful Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. We also have the Animal Tarot cards, and I just love these because they're just so cute. I've got one of those in there as well, and to mix it up I've got an Angel Therapy card, which is one of the Oracle decks. So just a little word of warning about the energies that are going on right now. I'm just going to talk. Here we go. We are having some solar flares coming in, some solar energy today on the 20th and the 21st, and solar energy can affect your memory, and it can also bring a lot of crazy stuff to the surface. So like if you're carrying any negative emotion, then it will be amplified because of the solar forces going on right now. We've got the beautiful full moon, I believe it is, in Pisces coming up on the 26th of this month, so that's going to be a very magical moon. I'm looking forward to that a lot. And just a word of warning, if you're driving right now, the influence of Mars retrograde is really, really chaotic, and it can make us feel a little out of balance when we're behind the wheel of a car, so just a word of warning. So I'm just going to do the tarot reading now. So there we go. Okay, so today is the 20th of August. So we have this beautiful Earth card that's come up. I'm just going to hold it there so you can see it. We've got the Eight of Earth. So skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. So today is a huge influence on education. Many of us may feel drawn into the internal world. Even though Mercury retrograde is just finished, we are now in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, which is 1 week after Mercury retrograde. Things are still a little bit hesitant on the technological side and the communicative side, there we go. So you may still feel the need to rest, relax, recharge and go within. So reading books that energize you and make you feel centered in your own life, I'd say that's the best way forward. Books are great escapes, they're great retreats, and it's just a wonderful influence to learn something new. To go back to work, I hear the angels saying, I hear them saying, you know, you need to rest and relax, but this may call for you to pick up something that otherwise you put down in the past. Maybe it's a talent or a hobby. You're going back to it. So it's resuming. That's the word I'm looking for. You're resuming physical labor because it's 8 of Earth. 8 is the number of karma. So you're learning your lessons. You're picking up the book of knowledge for your life, and you're learning your lessons on Monday, which is a lovely start of the week. We all love learning our lessons. Okay. Then we have, slight juxtaposition. We have the Ten of Water, which is a beautiful, beautiful card. I'll just show that to you right now. Lovely. So, a contented and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So, this is a card of unity, union. So 10 of water, 10 is the number of completion, and we've got water, which is a beautiful emotional card. So this feels like a very powerful, inspiring, positive force of energy coming in on a Tuesday. I feel like I'm a weather girl. We've got water coming in Tuesday. So basically, this is about family, friends, and close-knitted relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, however it can be. We've got, say, a mother and a father figure here, and we've got the child, and we've got another child in the background. So this is just about filling up your own cup. I feel like many of us will be overflowing with happiness on a Tuesday. It's just a beautiful day in the week. So that's a lovely, inspiring energy. So maybe it's a follow-on from what happens on Monday. We decide to resume something that we've otherwise decided to get rid of, and then from that comes emotional fulfillment that we didn't have before. So that's lovely. We got Wednesday, we go back to Earth. So we've got Earth, water, Earth. It's as if, to me, it's like a rock full of water, and then it's got little cracks in it, so You just get the emotional fulfillment bursting out because the Mercury retrograde has ended. We're still in the middle of planets in retrograde motion, 7 planets, I believe there's something ridiculous. So we get a little burst of enthusiasm, a little burst of moving forward, and then we go back to stability, forward, stability, and that's basically life for you. So we got 2 of Earth. So when we had 8 of Earth, which is a lot of grounding and just staying where you are stagnant, we've got the 2 of Earth. So many of us may be busy and hard at work and physical labour because it's an Earth card. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So we have a fairy here, and the fairy is holding a golden globe. And basically I see this as an offering card to divine forces. So you can try and carry the burden of your life on your own, but really this card calls for you to usher in more positive energy by co-creating with the divine, allowing God or whatever power you answer to in your own personal life to watch over you and to take half of the burden away. One of my favourite things to do is when I'm talking to the energy of Christ, which I'm working with very strongly right now, is to say, he tells me to give him all the burdens that I'm carrying. Give me your burden. I imagine giving him like an energetic sack of all the things that I'm worried about. And then I feel that's the energy of this card, just giving it up. So whatever fears you have, giving it up to the divine and letting them take control. You need to let go of control right now because we are in the middle of a chaotic alignment. There's an emphasis of letting go and allowing events to unfold at their natural pace and natural order and divine flow. So you need to co-create with the divine. You can't just ask God to do everything for you, and you can't do the other thing as well. You know, you can't just do everything by yourself. So it's a balance. It's an integrative balance. This is a great card. I love it. So this is Thursday, and we've got one of my favourite cards in the whole deck, which is this is a animal card from the Animal Tarot. We have the 9 of Autumn, and we have the ragdoll cat, and if you just look at that beautiful cat, that's going to be me by the end of the week. So your success has brought you financial security, and the reward of a much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. So this cat is like the cat that's got the cream. It's just so happy with where it is, and it's not afraid to rest. It's not afraid to be itself. It's just sort of, yeah, it's satisfied. This is a card of satisfaction, material satisfaction. We got 9 of Autumn, so we are in the middle of autumn now, going into autumn. So 9 is the number of near completion. We're feeling quite satisfied, that's the word. By Thursday this week, you should be feeling quite satisfied within. Your work is almost done, and it's almost to the end of the week for those lucky people that don't have to work weekends. And then we come to Friday's card, and I'm just pulling an oracle card here for you. We've got Heal Away Addictions. Okay, so it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. So we may feel addicted to certain things. It doesn't have to be drugs, it doesn't have to be alcohol, it doesn't have to be anything like that. It can be addiction to an old pattern. So when we are in a childhood state, say you have, like me, a part of you that's 6 years old that's stuck in old patterning mentally and emotionally, we can fall back into old patterns and old behaviors. We can be addicted to our suffering. We can be addicted to another person, place, or thing. And it's just about being able to take a step back. So what I'm feeling this week, last week was very, very water oriented. That's not what we're getting through this week. We're seeing a stagnated, blooming growth, which is really, it is a positively focused week. But it's focused on doing the hard stuff. Like this beautiful 8 of Earth, I feel, is a lot about strengthening your internal self. Specifically for this day on Monday, it's going to be a lot about focusing on what you want to achieve and what you need to achieve to move forward. And I feel that by the end of the week, we come to the realization that maybe we're holding on to something that we need to let go. So this may be an old version of ourselves that we need to let go of to focus positively. It could be something as simple as letting go of negative thoughts, or saying, anger no longer serves me in this moment that I am in my development as a person. For me, that's my focus right now, is letting go of anger easily. Let's just have another look. So we have 2 Earth cards, so that this week points to the possibility of a stable outcome in whatever we decide to undertake. We have water, so we have emotional fulfillment because it's a positive omen, it's a positive 10 of water. And we have reaping what we sow, we have multitasking, we have co-creating with the divine force in order to bring a beneficial outcome. So the advice for this week that I can see is to identify your patterns where you're falling into toxic, negative, and unhelpful thinking. I'd say everything is in the mind. If we can control the mind, then to an extent we can control our reality. And we can control what we manifest. And sometimes it's simple as walking into a room and giving off a positive vibe to a person with a smile rather than a frown, and then that sets your energy up for the whole day with the communication you have with that individual and other people around you. And I'm just seeing what else I can mention about this week. Yeah, be true to you and be satisfied where you are right now, because we are in a chaotic influence. Just rest, relax, recharge, and try to find the happiness in every moment, because this storm of 7 planetary forces will pass. By the Pisces full moon, I believe it is, we should see some really magical forces coming into play. That's going to be a very positive thing as well. So stay focused, stay stable, and stay strong. Namaste.